There's two major mods. That can be any hab or a spine piece. Don't need this specific piece. The ASC Deimos paid mod. Which is probably the only one, you know. These pieces from the Falkland Ship Services paid mod. This and this piece specifically. Because even though that's regular one you can use, this color's a lot better. You need this piece specifically. You don't need this piece, you can just not have it, and it's fine. I just think it looks better. The main mod is the ASC Deimos. The Falkland Service one also gives you these spine habs you can actually make in your outpost. But you can choose regular ones. There's duplicate merging and flip merging. That's easy. The Falkland hub also you can just use a regular one or any bay. Doesn't really matter. I just like this one. You start with this. And then you get a one wide, two long double decker hab. Put it on top of the bay. There's landing gear and a docker merged. Merge those later. First you put the docker on the bottom. The Deimos docker facing downwards. Another landing gear that's connected to that sloped piece. Do this a little later. We've got a helium tank, grav drive, and reactor all in the same block, merged. Duplicate these ones, but the outpost doesn't have this reactor, so put the reactor in first. Put the grav drive on top. Get a regular single hab. Select the grav drive. Select the grav drive and the hab. And you duplicate. Then confirm with X or A. You go over to the one that's just come out to the left. You select it, then cancel. Probably put something on top to stop going there, but you just do it again. Select the grav drive, hab, duplicate, confirm with X or A. And the same thing, grab it, then cancel. And it should snap into the reactor. There you go. The same thing for the helium tank. Select it and the hab, duplicate, confirm, then look for the one that's at the back, select it, then cancel with B or circle. And it goes into the reactor. If you're using a helium tank or grav drive that's, say, a big cube, the the big one like the reactor, you just have to duplicate it again and it'll go up even further. But for the time being, I'm happy with the smaller ones. Alright, so this part, put the landing gear. When you've got the grav drive and that, put the landing gear. Grab the docker when it can snap in it. You then flip, then flip back, then cancel. For this, make sure there's nothing connected to this. Do that later. I'll grab this one. Same thing as that, but and put it in front, above the bay, in front of the cab. And grab a spine piece or a regular hab, or if you don't have the useful generator mod, if you don't have that, just use a regular spine. But you put that above the reactor. Then you grab this. Oh no, that snaps other things. Still not all that good making these build videos. You grab a 2x3 hab, doesn't matter what it is. You connect it to the spine or the domer's generator or a regular hab, or preferably a spine if you don't have the mod. Put it there. Now you can grab this piece and it'll snap to the hab. All you do is you either change variant, change it back, or flip it and cancel. Yeah, this with the ASC Deimos. Oh. As you saw, there was... If I didn't move, I could have just put it back where it should be. Because it's here, it shouldn't be here. But if you select it, it'll automatically go to the right spot. And you just confirm. Now it adds a snap point for the landing gear. You can't flip it, so you change the variant. I like this wide one, and you press circle, you cancel. You could probably duplicate merge, but this is just easier, and it kind of looks better. You grab this point insulated equipment, this with the 3 lanes update. Increase your mobility. Next you grab a spine, either a regular one or from the Falkland one. Then you grab a 2x2 double decker, connect it off to the right of the spine piece. Next to that is a regular 2x1 hab, or if you have it, the Nova Galactic Frontier hab. Above that, I've got a Falkland Systems mod hab. Just my favorite is control station. So it looks like there's two stations either side that kind of look like control panels for like the turrets. So I have that one there. I like that one. Then you don't need this cockpit if you don't have it. You use whatever cockpit, put it here until you get that. You get this cockpit, put it in the front. Grab another spine, put on top of the other spine. These here are the only ways I found to get rid of the ladders. Because if you don't put these here, when you put the other double decker over the top back here, there's always ladders. It's the only way I've found to stop it. You could just use regular habs. You don't need these Falkland Systems habs. Just use regular habs. Then grab a long double decker hab. Put on top of there, connect it to the spine. Get another 2x3 hab. I've got the Falkland Systems one because it's living quarters and looks kind of cool. But you could just use a regular 2x3 Deimos, whatever. Have a mess hall. If you've got the mod useful mess halls or whatever, you can put a mess hall there if you want. I've got this one. Above that, got a Falkland Systems mod hydroponics lab. But again, you could use any. Use any. Use any hab. Later on, you could replace 2 of the armor plating to put those habs there if you really wanted to. But I don't know. A shield generator, preferably one that snaps on the top. One of these AFC plating, put it on the top there. Grab a AFC Deimos armor plating. I want to snap it here. Then you flip again, then cancel. Then move around a bit and then click it, then confirm it, put it into place. And that's the main body's internal finished. Next, onto the wing. Which will snap here eventually. Guess we'll start with one of these armor platings. Armor plating cap. See it there, pause it, fun, or whatever. Get another one. Or duplicate it. For that. You want cargo. I just realized when I get these upgraded, ones that these upgrade to, I think, are completely square, so there's no rounded things, so. Of course, it doesn't really matter. Could always put this back and then have these forward, and then you could probably have a big cargo here. That would work too. But it doesn't matter. I grab another two of these platings. Put them on the back. Next, get one of these armor plating bracer thingies. That's where these are where the weapons go, main weapons. On the other side, grab another one, and change the variant to make it the end piece. Put it there. Grab one of these. Here. Enough room for the double-decker bottom piece to sit there. Grab one of these pieces. Also, if you have the smaller, I just learned this recently. Have these small grav drives or fuel tanks, you can actually put them here in the engines. Which I just learned recently. Yesterday. I'll put this in the other one just because I'm very OCD about things being symmetrical. I kind of see that as being normal. Asymmetry is so fucking not normal. You care about, things not being merged. You could put this piece at the front. Get rid of this. Could have one of these instead. Oh wait, no, never mind. So without that piece there, that doesn't snap to anything. Whoops, my bad. I always forget about that. This new edition probably reduces the amount of things merged. I think that'll help with lag, frame rates, whatever. I don't know all the negatives to do with merging. Really shouldn't make any difference, but these armor platings can be put in last. Don't need to worry about that right now. Next, grab more of these caps, put them in the top. Grab one of these cowlings behind there. Another cap behind that. Then grab a double decker. There. One of these hab cross braces. This is from the Falkland ship service mod. I like these because they're available at the outpost. I really wish there was more of these. I really wish there was a sideways long 2x1 hab. I'd rather have that. Why can't we rotate these? I don't... Anyway. Grab another one of these. Put it there. Again, these armor plating can wait. Grab one of these on the back. Doesn't really matter what engines. I like these ones. I think it's gonna wait till later. That's the main wing internals. Do the same thing again, but flipped. The other side. Anyway. Finicky touches of the main body. Want this Hope 55 landing gear. Put it here. Get another one on the other side. Now it's time for the armor plating. Start with the front. These sloped armor plating. Those you just follow. I'm tired anyway. Not that difficult. Grab one of these. There. underneath that, grab one of these and change the variant to make it the longest one here. Something on the top, but change the variant, make it slope opposite direction. Grab one of these. Falkland Services mod cowling, or you can just use a regular one. I decided this one because the color's better. When you try to put in here, you flip, then flip again, then cancel. Then you grab one of these. Falkland cowl, whatever, you see on screen. Same place. You change the variant to get it to the sideways one that you want. Place and flip, flip, then cancel. Grab one of these diagonal slope pieces, put it there. Grab 3 of these tops. I really don't understand why there's no version where it's a 1x1. It's completely flat. Really weird. Anyway, grab one of these for the sides. Change the variant. Actually, I have to worry about that. Let's close it there. Grab a flat sloped one, the top sloped one. You can either flip it or change the variant and then cancel. And your plane can also connect the wing. Make sure that that is underneath there. I'll put that there so it's easy to see where you need to snap it to. Grab one of these, put it under the wing. The sloped one, it blends a little bit better with this. Just makes it look a little bit better. Grab one of these and put it there. Another one of these sloped flat ones. And the variant and cancel. Adds a bit of a, diagonal, but not too obvious. It's really nice looking. I like it. Grab one of these side panels, armor plating, put it there. Then a flat one and put it underneath. You don't actually need this armor plating. You don't need it, but I like it. Grab one of these. Again, not necessary. We place it here. Change variant, back again, then cancel. Just makes it look a little bit better. But again, not actually necessary. could remove that and put a block in here or something. Damn, again, this just works. And you could also have this as like some sort of like drone launcher. That opens up and then launches a drone or something. It's like law for the ship or something, like a drone launcher. Gosh, anyway. Another one of these slope things put underneath. Change the variant back and forth, and then cancel. And grab one of these, put it underneath. Change variant back and forth and cancel. Just adds to the shape. Because that just by itself kind of looks a little bit weird. This is how it goes back and then just jump. Nothing. But again, not 100% necessary. So if you want, you could skip that. Just get an extra couple of spots available if you really needed it for something. God damn, I should not be fucking irritating. Grab one of these platings. If you don't care about looks, you don't really need this, but I'll put it there just to make it look better. Grab one of these and put it on top there. And then just do the other side. You obviously build this, but flip them. The only downside to these Falkland servers mod pieces is for some reason they are slightly brighter than everything else. So if you look in the shadows, this bay, hab, and all that, they're fucking brighter. You have to find a shade that's not as bright as the rest. I mean, teeny tiny nitpick, and it's not that big of a deal anyway. Comes to the weapons, you can use whatever you want. I like to have one weapon I use manually, and then a whole bunch of turrets. At the moment, I don't have all that much money at the moment, so I'm not using the best weapons. At the moment, these are the weapons I'm using. What I do is I move this. I put them in here. You rotate until you get the position, then cancel. Just so that they're hidden. But you don't really need to if you don't want to. You'll put one in here, even though you have to do the same thing anyway. Or you can put them on the front. If you remove a couple of things that are unnecessary, put this back. Those are the two turrets here. I just like putting them, having them hidden in here. And then to put this back, you put it over there. Just flip, then flip back, then cancel. The main weapons, the ones used manually, are in the front. If you Oh, it's a turret. Wrong one. If you really wanted, you could put the turrets in here. I want the psychic particle cannons in the front eventually, once I get enough money. I use a suppressor to make just getting ships a bit easier. Front there. But if you really want it to be, Star Warsy, on these turrets, put it on the top there. Another cool option, very Star Warsy as well. Put that here. Have a turret on the bottom and the top, like the Millennium Falcon. Quite a few options you could do. Then you could put the extra turrets on the side here. You have all turrets, but that'd be kind of boring. I've also fixed the gun positioning and changed the settings, because for some reason the zero weapon is on the left. No, wait, yeah, the zero weapon's on the right, but it's the left trigger that fires it. Why? So I've made this. So I've made the triggers match the actual side. So I'll get back to it. When it comes to color for the ship, I went with a grey, because I changed to grey and it kind of looked nice. I like this grey. Another thing you could do, also take some of these panels off, add some extra hubs from the Valkyrie Systems mod. Add a bit of flare. Just need to. Could do that. Kind of looks alright. There was another idea like how that you could do, but it's a bit iffy. Don't know where the engine will go. Take these off. The shapes don't really match all that well. You gotta have the other bits connect all the way to the back. Not sure where to put the extra engine. The thing I hate is when I first saw the ASC Deimos mod, I really wish this was a 2x1 piece. I don't want this bit, this piece. I just wanted this piece. 2x1 half of it, for the sloped part. That's all I wanted. But there was no option for that. But so it was alright. Ended up making the ship I like. You'll need to Miles will just keep that there. Because I have to merge anyway. Well, that's basically the ship done anyway. Just trying out some things. Let's see things first. Alright. I have to flip merge to get these in position. Might as well keep the reactor where it was. Ah, that's right, this armor plating. Without the reactor, it doesn't have anything to snap to. Again, this is another thing that you don't need. Just makes it look a bit better. You don't see the internals that way.
Whenever I'm lost, I think, what would you do in my shoes? Not literally, though. I've got small feet.
That's the frontier. This could be a room that has everything. Research station, every station, workbench. Even though there are other workbenches in double-decker habs and some other mod habs, but you can have all the workbenches all in one single room. Well, I really want a 2x3 or 3x3 double-decker. Where you got a ladder on either side, and there's a big open area in the middle. You got these railings all on the outside, and in the middle there's like a giant aquarium or something. I think that'd be cool. I don't like this room.
Is mining on the schedule today?
It's got to change it back. Second level. At the back, you get to the long double-decker hab. Up the top, there's a hydroponics room. You can have any room you want. Oh, this would be nice to have a plant room. With the tail end, basically. You could have this be a mess hall, but this kind of works as this living Falkland ship systems paid mod. Falkland Systems Ship Services. This is the mod. And ASC Deimos. These are the two on PlayStation. These are the only two. There is that one. That's kind of boring. But actually adds significant parts to the PlayStation version. There's so many ship part mods that aren't trophy friendly, which they should be. Those really piss me off sometimes.
What's next on the agenda?
There's the camera glitch with the ship. Every time you quit the game, this glitch happens. Every time! The only fix, which isn't really a fix because it can also cause other problems with other mods, is to go into the ship edit, change a thing, then change it back. That fixes it. But some mods, like the usable generator hub, that is these changes the power cell things. If there's a power cell and you change the color, don't change any of the hubs, you just change the color, they disappear permanently. So the fix for that camera mod, that camera glitch, causes problems for other things. And this has been a glitch that's been in the game since day one, and they still haven't fixed it?
Let's put this bird into space.
Just have a setting that changes the camera distance. Not FOV. Camera distance. Not one single game that I can think of, maybe there's been one or two, not one game has actually done that. So it's FOV this, FOV that. The only accurate fix I've done is add an extra camera view.